The Great Beast's Forbidden Tongue, Aleister Crowley's Descent into Enochian Abyss. What if the most dangerous magician who ever lived didn't just read the language of angels, he spoke it, lived it, and became it, unleashing forces that shattered minds, opened gates to things that should not be, and left a trail of madness, suicide, and unexplained phenomena that still echo in 2025. Imagine Aleister Crowley, the self-proclaimed 6666, alone in an Algerian desert villa in 1909, voice rising in guttural syllables older than Babylon, while his disciple Victor Neuburg scrawls visions of beings with too many eyes, cities that float upside down, and a voice that whispered the end of the world. These weren't hallucinations. These were the Enochian Aethyrs, 30 aerial realms mapped by John Dee in 1584, now cracked wide by Crowley's vision and the voice. A 1909 scrying marathon that produced the most terrifying occult document of the 20th century, as 2025's British Library digitization of Crowley's original diaries reveals blood-stained pages and hand-drawn horrors that made conservators refuse to touch them without gloves. The question detonates. Did Crowley merely contact angels, or did he let something else through? Strap in as we cross the abyss with the beast himself, ether by ether, where every vision is a warning and the final gate still hasn't closed. The Desert Crucible, Crowley's 1909 Algerian apocalypse. November 1909, Busada, Algeria. Crowley, already infamous for heroin, sex magic, and declaring himself the Great Beast 666, sets up a makeshift temple in a rented villa with Victor Neuburg, his loyal, trembling disciple. Their tool? Dee and Kelly's Enochian system, 19 keys and 30 ethers. But Crowley isn't content to merely call, he will walk through the gates. For 21 days, they perform the 19th call of the 30 ethers, a master key that opens all realms. Neuburg, the seer, stares into a shoestone while Crowley, the magus, intones the calls in perfect Enochian, his voice dropping octaves, the air thickening with ozone and sulfur. What follows is the vision and the voice, a document so raw that even seasoned occultists refuse to read it aloud. The ethers unfold, visions that scarred the soul. Aether 30, text. The beginning is gentle, elemental kings, promises of wisdom. Aether 28, bag. A crucified woman, rivers of blood, the first hint of horror. Aether 14, VTA, the wild babe of the abyss. A child that is also a devouring monster, forcing the magician to sacrifice everything, including the self. Aether 10, Zax, the abyss itself. Here, Crowley confronts Choronzon, the demon of dispersion, the only entity in Enochian lore that speaks in first-person chaos. Neuburg, scrying, sees Crowley's form dissolve into sand while a voice screams, I am I have shut myself up in myself. From my blood have I created a host that will destroy the world. Neuburg, in terror, draws a circle of blood around himself with a camelthorn branch. The sandstorm that night nearly buries the villa. No wind recorded in the region. Aether 8, Zad, the wild city of the pyramids. Silent, black-robed masters who have crossed the abyss, their faces empty of humanity. Aether 1, Lul, the Walsh final vision. Crowley beholds the angel of the covenant, a being of such radiance that he falls to his knees, weeping blood from his eyes. The angel speaks one sentence that Crowley never fully wrote down. The world ends when you speak the final word. He never did. The aftermath, madness, suicide, and the curse of the ethers. Neuburg never recovered. He suffered nervous breakdowns, attempted suicide twice, and died in 1940 muttering about the thing in the desert. Crowley? He emerged transformed. His diaries from 1910 onward are written in a hand that changes mid-sentence. As if another intelligence took the pen, his followers who attempted the ethers. Jack Parsons in 1946, Babylon working, using modified Enochian, died in a mysterious explosion. Carl Germer, Crowley's successor. Attempted Ether 10, found dead in his bathtub, wrists slashed, eyes wide open. Israel Regardiu warned, do not scry the ethers unless you are prepared to lose your mind. 2025 leak. A former O.T.O member released audio of a 1970s group attempting Ether 10. The tape ends with screams, furniture crashing, and a voice that is not human, saying, we never left. The Enochian Legacy, From Crowley to the Modern Abyss. Crowley's vision and the voice became the holy grail of Western occultism, the basis for the EEA and O.T.O higher degrees. But the keys live on. NASA's Jack Parsons used them in the Babylon Working. CIA Stargate Project, declassified 2025, studied Enochian phonetics for remote viewing. 2025. TikTok occultists. Chanting. Key 3 for manifestation. Multiple hospitalizations for entity attachment. The final unspoken terror. Crowley claimed the WoW 30th Aethyr, the highest text, was only the beginning. There are 148 more calls in D's unpublished diaries. No one has ever spoken them all. If this descent into the ethers has left your soul vibrating with forbidden frequencies, subscribe to Behind the Veil Truths. Next week, we release the full, uncut 1970s Aethyr 10 ritual tape. Headphones recommended, Salt Circle optional. The angels are listening. Are you?